great. Put me on. Popping going on there. Go ahead and put me on. There we go. The 25th of this month, I am going to be making an appearance at Doc Mac's Galloping Ghost. And my God, he does not age. Michael Damian. Ralph, does the audio sound okay? Michael, do I sound okay?
Hey, you sound amazing and you look fabulous.
You have makeup on because you're going to do TV, right?
I actually just came from Young and the Restless, and then I'm going to the interview right now. Yes.
Okay. I am going to be having dinner with Christian Moore here in a few days. Roger Moore's son.
Oh my God, fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful. Will you please say hi?
We'll call you. We'll FaceTime you from Monaco.
Incredible. Oh, it'd be amazing.
So I don't know where you're looking, but I'm over here. There you are. Okay. All right. Michael Damian. Michael Damian and I have we got to get to it because we have time consideration. Find my phone. Oh, there it is. We have my hair is very messy. I would look good for Michael. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, Michael Damian was, I'm wearing my Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor suit jacket from the 60s. The Kinks wore this on stage. Michael Damian was Andrew Lloyd Webber's favorite Joseph. Go, Joseph. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I saw it probably 10 times. I was offered the role of Pharaoh in the show, the Donny Osmond version. Why am I talking so much? Michael also, at the very beginning of my career, had a #1 song called Rock On, and he had several hit songs that I got to debut on radio in America. He was also on The Young and the Restless. Is that right, Michael?
Still am.
What? Are you still doing that?
Yes.
Oh, my God. My mother got to see him naked. We walked backstage and she saw him naked. It was the thrill of her life, and because she's a fan of his soap opera, and he's married to one of the Solid Gold dancers, and his father-in-law was James Best. I love it. From Dukes of Hazzard. So it goes on and on and on. What a great kid he is, and he's an old friend. And you've done many of these Hallmark movies, some of those popular Hallmark movies, and you have a new one. I want to hear about it.
Oh, well, first of all, Mancow, thank you so much. You are rocking it, by the way. We go back a long way, and thank you for all your amazing support and playing the records and bringing me on the show going way back when I came to Chicago. Remember the first time? It was a blizzard.
Yeah. Yes.
And came to the studio and we met. And
no, Kansas City. Q104 in Kansas City was the first time I met you for Rock On.
Was it snowing there, or was it just Chicago? I'm thinking.
Well, Kansas City and Chicago both very snowy. What year was Rock On?
1989. Yeah.
So there you go, 1989.
Yeah. But I've come to see you many times over, and it's been so wonderful. Thank you for everything. First of all, I just want to tell you that, I'm also a film director, writer, producer, and work with my fabulous wife, Janine Damian, who, as you mentioned, was a former Solid Gold dancer. She's here somewhere, but she's hiding from the camera. I could probably get her to come by and do a walk by, if you want.
Yeah. We need some sex appeal on this show.
But we make movies. We've made about 15 or 16 movies now, and the latest that's out right now is called A Paris Christmas Waltz. Shot it in France. It was amazing to experience shooting there, and it stars Matthew Morrison, who you probably remember from Glee, and Jen Lilly, who was a fabulous actress from the movie The Artist. And we have an amazing group of fabulous dancers in the film, and it's a holiday feel-good film. It's on Great American Family Channel, so if you check your cable provider, they all have Great American Family Channel. And in fact, I can tell you right now, it's going to be on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, but check the local listing. And let us know your thoughts. A Paris Christmas Waltz.
Michael, how is it filming in Paris?
Oh, it was amazing. It was.
Were the local school or not nice?
Great. No, they were great. Everybody was fabulous. I actually couldn't believe how organized it was and how easy it was. Like, we were on the Alexandra Bridge, and we closed the whole bridge down. You've seen that. It's the most beautiful bridge in the world.
Yes. Yeah.
And there it is. There you go, Alexandra Bridge. And I just love it. They put up the caution tape, and nobody crossed it. And we just, thousands of tourists, and they just went to the other side of the road or didn't go by, and we just kept shooting. And it was an amazing experience. Got to shoot on the Alexandra Bridge. Got to film, of course, across from the Eiffel Tower, beautiful Place de Madeleine, which has a gorgeous church there, and let's see, we had the Hotel Ducan. We stayed at, we shot in front of the hotel, and then we drove all over Paris and did a driving sequence where our two stars are having this really fun conversation, and we're
Yeah.
going by the Louvre. We're going by the Palais de the Palais Opera House, home of the Phantom of the Opera, and
I know all these places.
you know all these locations.
Tell me,
Anyway,
Michael, what's the story? I bet they don't like each other at first, but then gradually they fall in love. He's kind of annoying at first.
no, this
No?
was not an annoying one. What it is there's this young lady. She's an accountant, and she feels like she's stuck in her life. And her friend gives her dance, for Christmas, gives her a thing to do dance lessons, and so she gets this a series of dance lessons and learns how to dance.
Yes.
She sees this amazing guy. He's actually looking for a partner to compete in the Pro-Am Thai Dance Championship in Paris. And so they run into each other and they click. He loves her excitement, her love, her joy for dance, and he has lost that spark. And so he says, I want you to come.
It's his muse.
Yeah, I want you to come and dance with me. And she says, well, I'm not a professional. He's like, that's the point. I'm a pro, you're the amateur. And I think we can make this happen. I think it'll be amazing. And they go and they start to have, of course, chemistry. But
Michael,
he said,
I want to watch it.
okay.
You're telling me the whole movie.
You said
I hear your wife laughing. No, I got it.
Hey, do you want her to do a walk? Come here.
I just walk by. We need some sex appeal.
Solid
We need
gold
some sex
dancer.
appeal.
She's coming by.
I loved her dad. There she is.
All right. There she is.
Wait, you go back, Ralph. Go back. There we go. Hey, you understand that Matthew Wilder doing "Breaking My Stride" is one of the funniest videos of all time. And did you tell her, Michael? Matthew Wilder doing "Breaking My Stride" on Solid Gold is one of the funniest videos of all time, and she's in it. And I didn't know she was in it.
I know. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. You're in that video. He posted the video of that performance on Solid Gold, and you're dancing in it. It is he's wearing
it's hilarious.
He's wearing like a Richard Simmons workout outfit.
If you've never seen Matthew Wilder doing "Breaking My Stride" on Solid Gold, you can see his little wife bounce by, and everything about it is full on cheese. It's great.
It's genius.
Michael, what is it about? I know you were Andrew Lloyd Webber's favorite, Joseph from Joseph and Mason Technicolor Dreamcoat. And what is it? I'm telling you, whenever I have the bluest day, I put on what is the song? "Close Every Door to Me." And your version is just knocks me out.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is the song called "Close Every Door"?
Yeah. Close every door to me, hide all the world from me. Bar all the windows and shut out the light. That's the beginning of it. I'm not warmed up yet, but
no, you sound great. How many performances did you do of that?
I did 8 shows a week for 2 years. So if you do the math, I don't know what the math is.
I don't know what the math is either.
But
would you ever want to do that again? Would you ever want to do Broadway again? Would you ever want to do a touring?
Only if you play the Pharaoh.
I'll play the Pharaoh.
I would
Elvis
do it
character.
with that. Oh, we would have so much fun.
Could we? We have like 2 minutes left. Could we do it? Yeah. Could we do it? If I said yes, I want to back it. You're going to do Joseph. I'm going to do the Pharaoh. Could we do it? Could we legally do it?
Yes, we could do it. Absolutely.
It's not. There's different. Trying to do live shows in Chicago, lots of unions and problems. We could. A stranger could do it. I haven't produced a show.
Oh, we could do it. Yeah, absolutely. You just get you license it for the run and from the Really Useful group, and we can make it happen.
What's your favorite place to shoot? You've done so many movies now.
I would say, France is now one of my top favorite places. Romania is where I shoot a lot of. We shoot a lot of our movies in Romania, but we shot the Netflix movie "Falling for Christmas," the Lindsay Lohan return movie. Yeah. We shot that in Park City, Utah, which was wonderful. And
what was the dance movie that was in theaters I went to see with my daughters a few years ago?
High Strung and High Strung Free Dance.
Yeah. And
we shot those in Romania and in New York City.
Okay. So the last I talked to you about your soap opera, you were in love with Cricket. Is Cricket alive, or has she been killed off 20 years ago?
No, nobody's been killed off on Young and the Restless. They're all still alive.
Is it still you and Cricket?
Yeah. Well, it's Danny has come into town and he's got Cricket, and then there's also Phyllis, his ex-wife, and she, she's. And then I've got my son, and there's this sort of it's with Phyllis. and there's a lot of drama because
Really?
Phyllis is, there's
So
something brewing there.
Your father-in-law was a great Shakespearean actor. He does one of the great Twilight Zones. He's in a lot of great movies. He was the bad guy in Rolling Thunder.
Yes.
If you've never seen Rolling Thunder, folks, I highly recommend Rolling Thunder. It is one of the great movies of all time. They take William Devane's hand. It is a brutal. No, this is, hey, listen, when I had a conversation with Tarantino, all he wanted to talk about was Rolling Thunder. And I said, well, I know his son-in-law, Michael Damian, but he was, the silly show. Can you believe that people have a problem with that show?
I don't know. They do?
It's got the Confederate flag on the General Lee and the words General Lee and all the political correctness. And
Okay. Well, I just know that my father-in-law played a comedian on the show, and he killed it, and people loved it, and it made a lot of people happy, and brought them a lot of joy in their lives.
Yeah.
And he created that character based on how when Janine was a little girl, he would do that, and he would be like, go, come over here, you do the whole thing.
Wow.
And so it was really about how he treated his children, as how he was talking to his child.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Listen, the table is set behind me. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
A Thanksgiving at Muller Manor is one of the great invites in the Chicagoland area. But you're always welcome here, and I'll see you.
I'd love to spend. Hey, listen, Mancow, very important. I got a new Christmas album just came out. So the Michael Damian Christmas album is available. All most original songs and some classics that I've recorded.
And what movie am I going to be in?
You're going to be in the next film. Janine Mancow wants to be in one of our movies. She's going to direct it probably. So she'll be your director. I'm producing it.
Do you know the name yet?
Not yet, but I'll call you very soon.
A Christmas Dork.
A Christmas Dork? No, I don't know about that.
All right. Love you, buddy. All right. Let him go away, Ralph. Let
him
go bye-bye.
Mancow.
Say hi to your wife. I'll see you at the Ivy. Okay. All right.
You got it. Love you, brother.
Love you, pal. Okay, folks. Hi. So that's Michael Damian. I mean, what a career he's had, and he's been a great friend. And hey, kids, rock and roll. You remember that song? Rock On. That was Michael. Do you remember that song? Do you remember that song? Yeah, that was his song. The Marvels is tanking. Napoleon is getting horrible reviews, but only in France. Everywhere else seems to like Napoleon, the Ridley Scott movie. It opens on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up. This is where we will be having our lovely Thanksgiving dinner, and I can't wait. I got some big things planned, and it's going to be fun. Nice little ensemble. We got Father Caswell and a couple of priests coming, so we'll be blessed. And I am going to instruct my folks this year, my friends and my family, that we're not going to talk about The Exorcist. We're not going to talk about the Insidious movies. We're not going to talk about Ouija boards. We're not going to talk about what these priests think about anything other than them having a night to give thanks to God, which is what Thanksgiving is about. It's not about sales and football and a very woke, ruined parade. My daughters were in the Macy's parade with Neil Diamond, and I was very proud of it, and I never missed it. And it's just gotten so woke and so disgusting and so far away from what it's supposed to be, and so many commercials. Macy's, what happened? And the stores are filthy now too. Remember, have you been to Macy's? Oh God, it's no wonder people want to shop online. But anyway, so anytime I have these priests over, everybody wants to talk about all of this stuff, and and then there's always the person that's, well, I don't believe any of it. And I really don't want to convince you. I'm not an evangelist. I'm not here, for Thanksgiving to convince you. And then everybody's uncomfortable. And then my brother-in-law, Claudio's like, hey, I saw The Exorcist, and the girl, you ever see anyone spit puke? And these dumb shit questions, and the priests, and they're very nice, and they answer. And I will tell you that they are encountering evil like they've never encountered. Hell has been unleashed. It comes on cute. The devil comes on cute. It's innocent. It's fun. It's silly. It's on a lot of Disney cartoons, and it's for laughs. And it's very sneaky, and it is truly, as the movie says, insidious. And it sneaks into your house, and it sneaks into your family, and it gets a hold of you. And one of my brother-in-laws, I won't say my brother-in-law. Someone in my family had like a witchcraft book. It's just silly. My girlfriend's into it. It's just silly. No, it'll bring wrath upon you. It'll ruin you. It'll ruin you. And I've seen it over and over. Oh, my wife likes to read cards. You want my wife will read your cards. It's just for fun. No. And then you see what happens. Not sometimes, always. your kid with a Ouija board, your wife playing with that stuff, messing with the paranormal, you're not going to like what comes to visit when you open those doors. Be very, very careful. And okay, I just wanted to say that. But I'm going to have to lay down the rules with all of my friends and family. A nice big gathering here, first class all the way. And no, we're not gonna answer all of your questions. We're not going to talk about horror movies. Well, is it okay if I have a crystal? I don't need Jesus, but I got this rock, a stalactite, when I was in Missouri at the Fantastic Cavern. Does that have power? And then the priests have to explain it all. And well, I like to do mushrooms. And then I talk to God. That makes me feel close to God. Is that okay? Is that better than going to church? Well, it's called pharmacy, and no, it's not. And anyway, it's just what happens. It's just what happens. Okay, Ralph, do you have anything you want to show? Do I have anything I want to show? Can you put something up? I do want to see that Napoleon movie. Oh, wow. Okay, that is my table. And what happened is the satanic character, a Satan character, came and did cocaine off this table in Cleveland. And it has become a very controversial thing. It happened to be my table at the NWA wrestling event, Billy Corgan's wrestling event. Anyway, that was me watching as the girls were doing cocaine. It wasn't. It was, I don't know what it was. It was, I took a few sniffs and I didn't feel anything. No. Anyway, so real stupid. It's just at the kids getting their heads cut off in Israel, that the woke people aren't offended by that. But a devil character doing cocaine at a wrestling event, part of a storyline, people are offended. And I had 2 reporters call me, Mancow, I saw you there. The devil was doing cocaine with hookers. I mean, is this appropriate? Yeah, hey, lose my number, and why don't you cover what's going on in Israel? And my daughter has a Jewish roommate, and they encountered these a-holes chanting things. And her roommate was quite afraid. We're not Jewish, the roommate is. But, I told my daughter, I said, look, anyone that's siding with Hamas, honey, is an a-hole. And if you start to think, well, maybe they have a point, don't ever come home again. Don't ever come home again. And I'm not going to pay for your college. And you're on your own. You want to side with these a-holes? BLM siding with, and the gay folks for the Palestinians. You don't know how many Muslim people I've met here that had to come here because they would have been murdered where they're from. And is there really any difference between and Israel? Yeah, there is. It's huge. Stupid. I've been there. There's this Islamic world where women are mistreated, kids are violated, pedophilia is okay with many, child brides, girls groomed, and then there's this little speck of light called Israel. And see, all of this darkness wants to blot out that little speck of light. Is it perfect? No. Is there too much government in Israel? I'll say. Were they mad when it came to the just like here, maybe worse, and I hated it. Are there problems? Absolutely. But at least you can talk about it. At least you can address those problems. Christians get spit on by Jewish people. It's not true. And if it is, I've never seen it, and I've been there a few times. Okay? And if it is true, better than having your head cut off. Better than being taken up on the top of a building and murdered. You want to live there? You have to pay a tax. And I invite you to look at the numbers of Islamic folks that move into different countries and how many of other kinds are left. It's amazing. There's hundreds of thousands of Christians and Jews, and they just all disappear to zero. And I've seen plenty of Palestinians living amongst Jewish folks, quite happy to have some government, quite happy to have jobs, quite happy to have Jewish neighbors that are clean and pay them and treat them well. To get away from that mad Hamas government. And that's the story you don't hear about the Jewish and the Muslim folks living quite fine together, working together every day. Share a Zedek hospital, which treats Muslim and Jewish people alike. And they get great care. Yeah, so, I love these college campuses, the woke movement. They would kill you. What is? I want to shift gears here. What is the Nikki Haley push? What is? Text me or write me at Instagram or here. What is with the push of Nikki Haley? And I had a heart doctor in Chicago, big heart doctor in Chicago, Jewish guy. And he said, I really can't believe it. And Jeffrey Leving was another guy questioning me about all this stuff, the famous father's rights attorney. And a lot of my Jewish friends like it, and not all of them, some of them Democrats, which to me is the Communist Party now. And Jewish people have traditionally voted Democratic. Now, how they do that, I don't know. And they've questioned me and they've said, well, what do you think? And one of them, the heart doctor, said, we couldn't vote for Trump. No, why would you vote for Trump? When Israel loved Trump, when Trump moved the embassy. You guys backed every Obama policy. I'm talking about liberal communists, Democrats. I'm not talking about Jewish folks, but yes, they're in there too, some of them. You backed every program. You liked Obama when I told you he was Islamic. Look, I hung out with a guy, spent private time with Obama. That guy's about as Christian as Khomeini, in my opinion. So you liked it when they brought in all the Somalis that don't really like Jewish and Christian folks. And now there's certain parts of America that I've been recently around Minnesota that I can't go into. I'm going to be going to France to see the Moody Blues. And there are certain towns I can't go into as a Christian because I'll be murdered. Tell me where that is. Tell me where that is in America. Tell me where that is, where an Islamic follower can't go in any town. And I love the rainbow flag, by the way. Everybody's welcome here. I don't ever remember a time in American history when homosexuals weren't allowed everywhere. All are welcome here. Well, virtue signaling. All are welcome here. Hasn't everybody always been welcome everywhere where they have money? Hasn't green always been on the scene, baby, in America? More nonsense. More nonsense. Anyway, if your kid comes back, I got 2 daughters in college right now, so that's where my mind is at. And if they come back questioning and, maybe their friends are siding with Hamas or whatever that is, you just say, well, your friends are stupid and they're evil and get them away from you. They're stupid. Wake up. A friend of mine runs a major media company, and the AP called him and said, we don't like you calling Hamas terrorists. Makes us uncomfortable. And he said, they're terrorists. They were cutting people's heads off. Civilians, they targeted civilians. You okay over there? Am I making you mad? I got someone in the studio audience not happy with me? Yeah? Yeah? Well, tough shit. You hear me? You don't like it, you can get out of here. Okay? Apparently Biden is telling people that Newsom is the next president. He's whispering that old coot. I don't think we have a choice anymore. Trump or nothing. Haley's another New World Order folk. Who else? Is whispering to people, Newsom's the next president. Have you noticed the Democrats are now talking about age all of a sudden? Age. Trump's old, Biden's old. It's all bullshit. Age was never a problem if their guy was competent. That senile old coot. So now age. Oh, he's too old to get us ready for Newsom. And if you haven't been to California, believe me, there's something about dog shit. There's something about your shit. But there's something about a stranger's shit, cow shit, horse shit. I grew up on a farm in Suicide Falls. I smelled it all. But there's something about a stranger's human shit that just makes me sick. Are you with me? Like my stuff, not that bad. I flush it. But someone else's, go to California and smell the human shit and see it on the floor, see it on the ground, see it on the sidewalks. That's Gavin Newsom's America. It's a nightmare. It is a filthy sty. You want that for your president? It's time to stop joking around and put the right guy in, the rightful guy in. Are you with me on this? Okay. And people tell me the pendulum's going to change. I don't know. Epstein is he alive? Is he dead? Where's the list? Is Hillary in jail? Do you think this is going to happen, Mancow? No, none of it's going to happen. The New World Order is running things. China's running things. Did you see all the heads of our industry kissing the hand of the brutal dictator of China? Why are our people kissing their ass? You saw what happened in San Francisco, right? They cleaned up the human shit. They put up fences. They hung a bunch of Chinese flags. I mean, are you paying attention? What else you got, Ralph? Show me something. Oh, yeah, that's the Beatles before they were big. A very early picture. The Beatles before they were big. Yeah. Oh, that's my wife. She's in a Tony DeGuide vampire movie. That's her outfit. That is my wife in her outfit. Have you seen this outfit? Incredible. Yeah, the FBI. Wow. Forever bothering Italians. Is that what they say? Huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Mancow, you can't. Go back. We'll go to that in a second. Mancow, you can't win if you don't get in the game. Yeah, I'm in the game right now. This is the Mancow podcast. Yeah, I did the Stone Show and in New York, WABC New York, and I talked about the number one thing left at our border is Islamic prayer rugs. Why do they care more about Ukraine than our border? Why do we care more about ivermectin than fentanyl? Don't forget Wednesday night to set your bathroom scale back 15 pounds. My wife, you saw her there. Can you put her up again? I didn't know if she liked to be tickled, so when I first met her, I gave her a testicle. Yes, this is good stuff. Have you seen the Golden Bachelor? This is the old guy that's the Golden Bachelor. He's inspired me. I want to start a new dating site. You ready? Carbon dating for old people. Thank you. Good night, folks. Try the veal. All right. What else we got? Show the next slide or video. Is this a group you never thought would get together? Is this the new Three Stooges? Think again. Yeah. The Smashing Pumpkins, Mancow, and ICP, the Insane Clown Posse. Incredible. Every woman is a doll. Can we put up my wife again? Every woman is a doll. You might get Voodoo, you might get Annabelle, or you might get Barbie. It's really a roll of the dice, isn't it, folks? Okay. Anything else? I want to bring, I can't believe Ron Onesti said he would do it. What do you think about bringing ICP to the Arcada Theater in St. Charles? I think it would sell out and be a smash, but I don't know. He said I'd have to take out extra insurance because the Fago. That's Mark Borchardt. I had dinner with him last night in Milwaukee. Mark Borchardt is the star of a movie called American Movie. If you like documentaries and you want to see one of the top 10 documentaries of all time and you want to laugh, it is an incredible documentary. He's an incredible guy, and it's called American Movie. Again, age. Isn't it funny how age didn't matter, but now that Biden is just more and more incompetent, all of a sudden, everyone's too old. It's not going to work. Americans want Trump. I've heard Democrats recently. Oh, wait a minute. Go back, Ralph. Ralph, go back. Not yet, Ralph. We'll get to that in a second. But I've heard Democrats on TV hinting that basically if Trump keeps going, they're going to have to. Very dangerous talk. Rahm had Nazi graffiti on his house. I don't know if I believe it. I mean, I believe it happened. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything, but I remember my friend Morton Downey Jr. Remember the story with Morton Downey Jr. and the swastika? Some Democrats are coming out against Candace Owens saying she's an egomaniac. Let's support Candace Owens. She's saying the right stuff. Larry Elder, another African-American, has a new book out. I want to actually ask you to check that out if you're interested. Iger back at Disney. He can't believe how woke it is and what a nightmare it is. Rosalind Carter is dead at 96. My favorite picture of Mrs. Carter is her hanging out with John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown. 33 below wasn't the temperature, but was the boys in his basement. Rosalind Carter with John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown. He was a fundraiser for her, a Democratic fundraiser. I love it. And Black Friday. What do you think about Black Friday? Oh, hold on a minute. I'll come back to that. Go ahead, Ralph. Roll that film. This is NWA. Look. You got to see these moves. You got to see these moves. The girl wrestling in the red and the Wow. I was backstage and I said to her, "Are you looking at me?" And she goes, "You wish." She's Russian. She goes, "You wish." I said, "There's no chemistry happening here." She goes, "No, with your bald spot in your belly." And she was laughing and messing with me, but words can hurt, folks. Words can hurt. Is there anything else out there? Thank you. I love my wife. It's brainwashing. You got to do that. I love my wife. Brainwashing. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Don't forget to say a prayer. Don't worry about anyone. You say your own prayer. Give thanks. Ask for God to put a layer of protection between you and this crazy world. This is the Lion's Den. I hope you never before you tuned in. This is where the angels and devils fight. They're choosing upsides like me. I'm part man, part monkey, part mystery. And the angels and devils are playing tug of war with my personality. Black Friday. It's not racist to say this. It's nothing against, and I hate Black Friday. Don't be part of it. Don't be part of something stupid like that. Don't give your money to the Marvels. Don't let your kids sit and watch Disney. Don't drink Bud Light regardless of what Dana White says. No. You can vote with your dollars. Take a stand. Black Friday, that's stupidity. Screw that. And as my mom used to say, shut up.